In today's video, I have to survive 200 days as a evoker. And this time, I have 3 new objectives. First, build myself my very own woodland mansion. Second, defeat the Wither. And finally, find out who's been lurking around my world. Will I be able to survive 200 days as a evoker in hardcore Minecraft? Keep watching to find out. So here we go, our journey begins on day 101. And yes, it is very nice to be back on this world. It's nice to see all the things I've built. But anyways, I wanted to start off this journey by going back to the caves and collecting myself some diamonds so I could make some diamond armor and also some brand new tools. And surprisingly, it didn't take too long, honestly, to get all these diamonds. And with that fortune free, definitely made it a lot more easier to get all these diamonds. So I collected plenty of diamonds, and now I think we have enough. So I headed back home and I went to the crafting table and made some new tools and also some armor. Made 2 new diamond pickaxes as well. Went outside to go and enchant it, and I got myself a very good pickaxe. Also enchanted my diamond sword, and wow, I got a very good diamond sword. And then I enchanted the rest of my armor, and I couldn't believe it. I got protection 4 on everything. This was amazing. Made a diamond block, but I needed a place to place it, and I thought this looks like a perfect spot to place it. So I placed it down, and there it is. Made an armor stand as well, so I could display all my new armor. And yeah, all I need now is some netherite. But first, I wanted to go back to the nether once again and collect myself some magma creams. So I went out searching for a basalt biome, and by the next day I found one. So I took out a bunch of magma cubes and I collected some magma creams, which was very nice. Made sure to collect plenty of these so I could actually make loads of fire resistant potions. And yeah, I think that'd do it. 3 would be enough. So I headed back home after that, and I went home and crafted myself so much potions. Made sure to make plenty of these just in case. And finally, I head to the nether once again, and it's now time to go and find some ancient debris. So I went out exploring and I found this spot. So I made myself a way down and I went looking for some ancient debris. Okay, I think that'll do it. I think I got enough ancient debris now, and I think it's now time to head home. Finally, I get back to the nether portal and I go home and smelt up all the ancient debris. Once I'm waiting for all my ancient debris to be smelted up, why not make a smithing table so I can actually turn my tools into netherite? And there it was, netherite ingots. This was amazing. So I happily turned all my tools into netherite. All I had to do now was to turn my armor into netherite. So I headed up the stairs right here. And wait, what? Who could have done this? I left it right here. There's no way. And then even worse, my diamond block was missing as well. I couldn't believe it. So I panicked and I went looking. I wanted to see if I could find whoever did this. And as I got to the top here, even worse. My ender egg is gone. This was really bad. But maybe if I go out and explore, maybe I can still find them. So I rushed to my horse and we went out looking. We wanted to find who did this. So I travelled for ages. And then as I got up to this hill, I couldn't believe it. A village. These villagers, they must have done this. They must have taken all my armor, diamond block, and also my dragon egg. So I didn't hesitate and I started attacking the villagers. This is to show the villagers never to take my stuff again. And also, there was an iron golem. But luckily, he wasn't really a problem, and I easily took him out. And he did drop a few pieces of iron, which was nice. After that, I continued to take out the rest of the village. Hey look, iron armor. It must have been his villagers. They must have taken my armor and destroyed it. I can't believe this. So if they're going to destroy my armor, I'm going to destroy their village. So I made a flint and steel and I set their village on fire. And then that showed the villagers never to mess with me again. So I searched the entire village to see if I could find my stuff. So I looked absolutely everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it, sadly. Those villagers must have destroyed it all. There was nothing left in the village. So I went back to my horse and we went home. Why would they do this? Why would they take my dragon egg? And also my armor. I don't understand. Later on that day, what I decided to do was to actually go and collect a bunch of wood so I could make some fences and neat up a bit of my farm area. So I placed in a variety of blocks, like some cobblestone, some stone, and also some slabs. And then I placed in a bunch of fences, also placed in a few leaves around, and also I wanted to decorate this area a bit as well. It looks a bit boring and I wanted to make it look a lot better. And as well, for the next couple of days, I wanted to work on a new watchtower. Already had one watchtower, but I wanted a second one. So I went with a slightly different design. I did use the same materials like wood and also some cobblestone and some stone bricks and also some wooden planks. And yeah, I'm very happy with the design. It looks a lot different and yeah, it looks really cool. Now the roof. I just made it the same as the other ones. Also made a bit of a stairway right here. You gotta have one of these. And there it is. The watchtower. That's the watchtower. It's pretty much done. Also added a few pathways around. I wanted to make it look a lot nicer. The next day I finally finished up on the pathway. As I was building the paths, I noticed my horse. He needed a better place to live. So I built him his very own stable. Now I'm going to be honest, I'm not very good at building stables honestly, but I did try my best and I think it turned out somewhat okay. So I took my pet horse to his new home, and the good thing is he was really happy. And there it is, the stable is now complete. Now all of that out the way, I wanted to now go back to the end and collect myself the elytra. So I went out exploring, found the stronghold, jumped back through, and I made it to the other side. All I needed now was some ender pearls. So I got myself a few ender pearls and there it was, the end gate. So I made a way up, jumped through, and surprisingly, there was an end city right here, which was pretty cool I guess. So I made a way over there, ender pearled across, and entered the end city. Found myself some really nice loot right here, but I was interrupted by some shulkers, which was not very nice. So I took care of them and I made sure it was clear. And then I opened up the chests and I found myself some decent loot honestly, but I wasn't finished yet. So I made a way up and I collected the dragon head. And then there it was, the elytra. So I took it as shulker, looted up the chest right here, which had some decent loot honestly. And now the elytra. There it is. Wow, we did it. So I headed out of there and I found some chorus flower. So I collected that because I actually wanted to plant some of this in. It's time to head home now, so I made a way up and jumped back through. I got home, made some shulker boxes, dyed one of them red and also blue so I could tell which one's which. Planted in some chorus flower right here. And I also noticed my horse, he was a bit lonely, so what I decided to do was to get him his very own friend. So I headed out and I went looking. After a bit of exploring, there was a horse. So what I decided to do was to actually tame this horse right here, and after a bit of trying, there it was. And there it is, our horse has a friend. And yeah, this horse looks amazing. So I finally arrived home and now my pet horse has a friend. He was super happy. The next day I chopped down a bunch of trees, flattened up the ground a little bit because I actually wanted to make a bit of a sugarcane farm right here. Very simple little sugarcane farm. I just wanted to get myself loads of paper. Once I'm waiting for the sugarcane to grow up, why not do a bit of fishing? So I did. The next day I collected some sugarcane and made some fireworks so I could actually fly around my world. Once I'm flying around, I thought, why not? Let's go exploring. Let's see what we could find. And I found this abandoned village. Surprisingly, it didn't have any houses here, which was a bit odd, but there was loads of zombie villagers. Yeah, pretty interesting. Then as I got up to this hill, there was a bunch of hay right here, and also there was a badlands biome. This was interesting. I've never really seen a badlands biome like this before, and it looked rather interesting. So I collected a bunch of terracotta, because I actually might use some of this in my builds. And why not? Might as well collect some red sand as well. As I was exploring and looking around, I noticed off in the distance there was a mine shaft. So I headed over there and entered the mine shaft. So I jumped down right here and surprisingly there was a name tag right here. And as well there was like so much gold here. So I made sure to collect plenty of it. And then as As I was flying through the skies, there was a village. Rather interesting. But I wasn't going to burn down the village this time, but I did take all their hay. You could always have spare food. Finally, day 49, I arrived home. That was an adventure, and it was nice to be back home. So what I decided to do now was to actually make a bit of a desert. So I placed in a bunch of red sand, and I made a very, very simple desert. Also did a bit of decorating. You gotta add decoration. Day 50, I wanted to now work on a bit of a mansion. So I cleared out a massive space right here, destroying all the trees, and also flattening up all the ground. And yeah, it definitely looks a lot different now. But I also needed to collect a bunch of dark oak wood. So I did. So I headed to the forest and I collected loads of wood. Hey look, another village. Yeah, I'm not interested. And surprisingly, this took a very long time. I'm not very good at building mansions, honestly. And it definitely took a lot longer than I expected. But anyways, I just used a few dark oak planks, logs, and yeah. This is going to take ages. And just like that, that looks a lot better. That's the front done. I just had to place in a bunch of wood. And for the flooring, I went with birch wood. I had plenty of this, so why not use it? Made a second floor, so I had it upstairs. What's a house without windows? I don't know. So I made plenty of windows so I could see out. But I needed a way up as well, so I made a very, very simple stairway right here. And finally, I made some windows and placed them in right here. After that, I placed in a bunch of red carpets because woodland mansions have red carpets. But you can't forget about leaves. I made sure to place these in as well. So it was a bit dark, so I also added a few lanterns around. And there it is really. The mansion is, I would say, pretty much done. And I'm actually very happy of this design. It looks amazing. But I almost forgot, I had to place in my bed and also some storage. So I just placed in a few chests right here. And there it is, it's 100% done. The next day I wanted to now make a brand new set of armor because the villagers stole my armor last time. So I headed back to the ravine and I went looking for some diamonds. I found this cave, which is pretty cool, honestly. And surprisingly, I actually did find some diamonds. I was very surprised. So I went around looking for some more as well. I didn't have quite enough just yet. So I explored the caves and the ravine. But that wasn't really working, so I went digging in a straight line again. That's a good thing I did that because I found some more diamonds. Alright, we have enough diamonds now. It is time to head back home and make myself a new diamond set. There it is. I make a full set of diamond armor, finally. All I had to do now was to go and enchant all this armor. So I enchanted my leggings and also my chest plate. But sadly, I didn't have enough levels for the rest of my armor. So I headed back to the nether and I went to go and get loads more quartz. I made sure to collect plenty of these so I had plenty of levels. So I rushed back to the nether portal and I went home. Enchanted the rest of my armor and I combined my old armor with my new armor to make the ultimate armor. And then I turned it all into netherite. Now we have netherite armor. Wow. The next day I was getting low on food. I needed some more food, so I headed to my farm and harvested up all my potatoes. As well, I was thinking, I don't really have much farms, do I? So I thought I'll make a chicken farm. Used a bunch of birch wood and also some dark oak wood as well. And I'm very happy with this design. And I also placed in some chests and also some hoppers so I could collect all the eggs right here. But what's a chicken farm without chickens? So I headed out and I went looking for some chickens. And surprisingly, I did find some, which was amazing. So I brought him back to his new home, but he needed a friend. So I went out looking and I found one. So I brought the chicken back to his new home and there it is. The chicken farm is done. Later on that day, I wanted to actually get myself a looting-free sword. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I ran out of levels as I was going through all these books and trying to get myself a fortune-free sword. So, you know what I did? I went back to the nether once again and went to go and collect a bunch more quartz. But anyways, I made sure to collect plenty of levels. And then, off in the distance, I could see a bastion. This was amazing, so I headed over there and went to go and loot it up. Went around exploring a little bit and I could see there was some gold. I needed loads of gold. As I was looking around, I found this secret room. I couldn't believe it. There was 2 chests right here, which was amazing. So I opened it up and I found some decent loot. Day 79, I was heading back home, but I ran into some glowstone. So I collected myself a few pieces. there it was. I couldn't believe it, a looting 3 diamond sword. This was amazing. It also had sharpness 4 and knockback as well. So you know what I did? I combined it with my other sword to make the ultimate sword. The next day I thought, okay, my place, I needed to spice it up a little bit. I had plenty of emeralds, so I made some emerald blocks and I placed them in right here. And yeah, we now have a looting 3 sword, so I wanted to go back to the fortress and collect some wither skeleton heads. And then as I got up to this wither skeleton right here, I took him out and there it was. He dropped a head. And for some reason after that, the wither skeletons, they wasn't really spawning in too much. I don't know why. So this took a little longer than I expected. But finally, I took out this wither skeleton right here and he dropped a second head. And there it is, we now have enough heads. On my way home, I stumbled across a crimson forest. So I collected myself some crimson wood and also some streamlights as well. Finally got home and made some strength potions and also some healing potions as well. I made sure to make plenty of these. I would need these. And yeah, I'm sure we have enough potions. But I also needed to collect some apples. So I headed to the nearest swamp and I went around collecting loads of apples. And I'm now ready to take out the wither. It is now time. It is now time. It is now time to go and defeat the wither. So I gathered all the stuff I needed from my chests, said goodbye to my horses, and I also said goodbye to my fish. And then I headed out. After a bit of exploring, I found this spot. This looked like a perfect spot to fight the wither. So I placed in all the soul sand, had a strength potion, and it was time to take on the wither. There it is, the wither. So I backed up and I shot the wither with my crossbow. He was not happy whatsoever. And also, he was so fast. So I had to keep moving, but I also had to keep shooting him with my crossbow, because I had to do damage if I wanted to defeat the wither. The wither was doing so much damage, I couldn't believe it. So I had to keep eating my golden apples. I couldn't believe how much damage he was doing. And then I didn't even notice, as I was trying to fight the wither, he took all my hearts away. But luckily, I had that totem of undying, which saved my life. Wow, that was close. As I got up to this hill right here, I could see off in the distance, there it was, the old woodland mansion. I had a plan, so I headed over to the woodland mansion. I thought it'd be so much more easier, but it didn't work. I couldn't reach the wither, and he was doing so much more damage to me. I had to think of another plan. Then I thought, okay, I have to find a cave. And I did. I found this cave right here, so I went down into the cave. I couldn't believe it. The wither was also coming down into the cave as well. So I headed deeper into the cave. I had no more potions, and only one golden apple left. So I healed back up, and I had to do this. I had to take out the wither. And then I took my final swings, and there it is. The wither has been defeated. Wow, we did it. So I collected the Nether Star, and I headed out the caves, and I wanted to go back home. Finally, I got home and I made the beacon, and there it is. So right outside my home, I placed in a bunch of gold, and I finally placed in the beacon. And I was not finished just yet. I wanted to put on speed so I could run very fast. So I just did circles around the beacon for some reason. So after that, I placed in a bunch of black stone slabs, and yeah, it went very well with the gold, honestly, which looks very nice. Just made it very simple right here, and yeah, it really looks really cool. But you know what doesn't look cool? This stairway right here. So I'm going to replace it with a brand new one. That looks better. Stone brick stairs. Placed in a few oak logs, and for the floor, I thought I'd use a bit of more birch. And yeah, I'm very happy with this stairway right here. And I would say it definitely looks a lot more better. Day 190 to 192, I wanted to go back to the Badlands biome and collect some more terracotta. Also collected a bit of black dye as well, because I would need this, and I made sure to collect plenty of brown terracotta. On my way home, I found some flowers, so I collected myself a few, and I also went to the river and collected a bunch of gravel and also loads of sand, so that I could actually make a bunch of concrete, because I wanted to use this for my build. And yeah, I don't think I've told you guys what I'm actually building. I'm actually building a statue of myself. And I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm not very good at building statues. I did try, I'm going to be honest, I did try, but it didn't really work out as I expected it to. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all, honestly. Please don't judge me. And we're coming close to the end of our journey, so I thought I'll put all my armor on display. I wasn't doing anything really, and for the next couple of days I wanted to take it chill. I didn't want to do much. So I put all my armor onto this armor stand, and there it is. Our armor looks amazing. Also thought I'll make a few item frames and put all my tools and equipment on these item frames. And yeah, I just wanted to take it easy for the next couple of days. I headed outside and I wanted to look at everything that I've built, like my mansion and also the stable and also the other stuff I've built over these 200 days. Wow, we've done a lot. So I head up these stairs right here and I thought, okay, there's really no need of having this anymore. I don't have an end egg and there's no need. I started tearing it down and I had a second thought. I thought, there's no way. The villagers couldn't have destroyed my dragon egg. So I placed it all back in. It had to be out there somewhere. It had to be. I thought, okay, maybe I can have one last look. Maybe with a bit of luck, I can actually find it. Who knows? Maybe it's out there somewhere. So I rushed back to my mansion and I went to go and pack up a bunch of food and equipment that I might need. So I just made a plenty of bread and I placed it in this shulker box right here. Also made a few brand new tools, just in case I might need these. Is there a point of me looking for this? I mean, we're so close to the end and I don't know if I'll even find it, but I guess it doesn't hurt to look. So I said goodbye to my horses, and I also wanted to say goodbye to my pet fish, just in case I might never see them again. Oh, I've been looking absolutely everywhere. I don't think I'm ever going to find my stuff. I've come so far, I can't go back now. I've got to keep searching. Oh, I've got to take a break. I've got to rest for a while. Oh, my feet are starting to hurt. Let me take a rest at this tree. Wait, what? What is that? Wait, what is this thing? It looks like a beacon or some sort. Yeah, wait, let me head over and have a look. Finally, I can actually see what is this thing? Wait, what? A beacon? How's there a beacon? And they have a watchtower as well? What is this place? This place is insane. This can't be right. It's a whole civilized village. I can't believe it. Look at this place. They have their own village here, and also they have their own enchantment table. What is this? And also villagers? There's no way. How? How is this possible? I can't believe it. They have a nether portal, houses, and also farms right here. This house. What is this place? But there's no one around. I've looked everywhere and I can't seem to find anyone. Surely there's got to be someone around here. Surely. Like, wait, what's this place? What's down here? Should I head down there or not? I don't know. Surely it won't hurt if I have a look. Hello? Anybody here? Okay. Storage room. Wait, what's this? Anybody here? Hello? Whoa, this place looks cool. Wait, what's that on the end down there? Wait, what is that? Is that my stuff? There's no way. I can't believe it. My armor, my diamond block, and my dragon egg are right here. This is amazing. Wow, I found my stuff, finally. Wait, what was that? Wait, what? What? A villager? This must be the guy who stole everything from me and took all my stuff. I can't believe it. Wait, what was that noise? Wait, what? No. Well guys, thank you for watching. This was super fun to make and I really enjoyed making this episode. And before we go, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all the support on the channel recently. We've recently hit 50,000 subscribers, which is amazing and I can't believe it. Thank you guys for all that support and hopefully you did enjoy this episode. But anyway guys, this is where our journey ends. 200 days as the Evoker in hardcore Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.